absolute delight to be here, to be able to bring you this exciting sport. This exciting sport will be making its Olympic debut in Paris next year, 2024. We've had some great action already this morning. There's some big names who are already missing, including the reigning world champion in the men's competition, Joe Clark. He's out, but there are plenty of others who are still competing for gold. And we'll bring you some quarterfinal action in just a moment. Sitting alongside me, Australia's Brodie Crawford. Brodie, we've seen some great action already, and I think we're going to be in for some really, really interesting quarterfinals.
Mate, absolutely. I'm pumped for this. We've got an action-packed afternoon ahead of us, starting with the men or the women? No, the women.
The women first up.
Big heap ahead of us.
Look at that weather. Beautiful day, Brodie. The weather's been very kind to us here in Prague this week. We love coming here. They always put on a great show. And we always have fantastic action.
Yeah,
Before we get underway, though, let's have a listen to one of our Olympic hopefuls for Paris 2024.
Hello, my name is Teresa Fischerova and I compete in Tokyo, and I hope that I could compete in Paris. My experience in Tokyo Olympic Games was great. I am very happy that I could be there. It was a shame that there were not spectators and my final run didn't go as I imagined, but I am very grateful that I could be there. The Olympic is the top race of every athlete's career. I will be honored if I could race in Paris, but I know that the selection is really hard. I honestly don't care if I race in kayak or canoe or kayak cross. It's my dream since childhood, and I would like to experience it at least one more time.
Yeah, the Czech Teresa Fischerova, we're going to see her in action very, very soon. She's made it through to the quarterfinals, and Brodie just making an important point there for a lot of athletes. Suddenly there's a third option. There's a third option to get to the Olympics and to compete, and I think it's been a wonderful initiative, and the athletes seem to be enjoying it.
Yeah, absolutely. She spoke about the pinnacle, which is the Olympic Games of our sport, and it's awesome to have another event that we can compete in, and yeah, an action-packed event at that.
I think that for fans who haven't seen kayak cross, well, you're about to see, you'll be in for a treat. You will not believe what goes on the water. Look at that young lady. She is chasing some history. Yeah, she's smiling. She is the smiling assassin, though. She already has 2 gold medals from this weekend. Jessica Fox from Australia. She's the reigning world champion. Could she create a little bit of history this afternoon, Brodie, and win 3 medals in a single weekend at a canoe slalom event?
3 golds. Oof, that would be history.
That would be history. She would struggle to get through customs, I think, having to declare that much gold. I think she's Ronnie Biggs, the great train robber. She may be a stooge on behalf of Ronnie Biggs. Kimberly Woods, though, will have a bit of a say in this. She's a very experienced paddler. Also in this quarterfinal we have, look at that, we have Maëlyn Charoux, who just happens to be a 2016 Olympic gold medalist.
Gold medalist, yep.
In K1, and Evie Leafath, who is an under-23 world champion and a very, very accomplished paddler. This is going to be a fierce quarterfinal. It's a stacked quarterfinal.
Ooh, Kimberly getting the left gate to herself.
Yes, it looked like, I don't know why Evie Leafath went wide there, but as we saw earlier in the heats, Brodie, it doesn't matter if you're at the back of the field, because when we go to the first upstream gate, that's where a lot of the damage is done.
Yeah, it's all to play for, unless you can get a big enough gap, which Jess has got the gate to herself.
Jess cannot believe this. She's thinking, well, this is great. What have I got, bad BO? Nobody wants to come near her. And Kimberly Woods clearly in second. This is a tricky little move, but it's okay if you're on your own. You can get through pretty clearly. Maëlyn Charoux is third, so at the moment it is Fox in front. She's doing it in a canter.
Yeah, Charoux's going to have to create some havoc in this last upstream if she wants a chance of going through to the next round.
And she does too. A big move there from Charoux. Is it good enough though? No.
Kim just holding her ground and pushing Charoux back into the gate.
The strength of Kimberly Woods there was enough, but Jess Fox, she had that race to herself. She's going to need to check what brand of deodorant she's using. Nobody wanted to go anywhere near her.
Yeah, I think that's a bit of her character, you know. She's so good.
She's so scary.
Yeah,
in a nice way. Look at her, how can that be scary? People are watching home going, what do you mean scary? She looks so lovely. And she is lovely, but she's just very, very good, and I think that strikes fear into a lot of hearts.
Yeah, best not to mess with her.
Yeah, exactly right. Jess Fox is through. Kimberly Woods is through. Mayan Charu and Evie Liebfarth. Evie Liebfarth sort of lost it a bit at the start there and chose to go all the way across the course. Look where she is. She's on the extreme right. And then instead of going to the gate closest to her...
Yeah, went the long way.
Went the long way. So Jess Fox there, she looks around, she goes, where is everybody? Oh, there they are over there. Look at that. What are they doing that for? May and Charu again trying to trick us in the Angel Hook boat.
Yeah, Evie trying to make some
mess there.
But didn't work.
Kimberly getting through, getting away from all the carnage. And for those watching at home, you saw up there at the top of your screen there is a compulsory roll that the athletes need to do. They've got to roll over at some stage. They don't like it when it's on a water course like this one. Love Prague, love it dearly, love the Troja, but do not get a mouthful of this water. That's good advice, I think, for everybody.
After the Augsburg last week, which is nice and fresh, it's a bit of a rude shock, that's for sure.
It is. But if you're watching at home, don't let us turn you off coming to Prague for a holiday, because it is a beautiful city with some beautiful history. Just don't drink the Troja water, is our very strong advice. Second quarter-final, Camille Prugent from France. There she is. Ranked number 6 in the world. Next to her, from Ukraine, Victoria Us. Again, she's had a great year this year, but desperate to get a medal. She's been paddling well without a medal. Omara Estacia Neta from Brazil. And the fourth competitor in the blue bib, looking a tad nervous, I've got to say, Brody.
Yeah, she's
only young. She's only young, Elena Marks, and she's looking alongside her, and she's got some pretty accomplished athletes.
Yeah, she's learnt from the best, though. Her brother,
we saw in the heats this morning, he pulled out some signature moves, which is why he's ranked number, if he's not number 1 in the world, he should be pretty close to it. Already a little bit of argy-bargy going on there between Estacia Neta and Marks, and on the far side of the course, it's Prugent and Us, and it's Victoria Us.
All going at it at the start, pushing and shoving.
Victoria Us from Ukraine, she's got the early lead. Now the question is, here's where the race can be won or lost, because which side of the course you choose can determine how this race will pan out for you. Victoria Us is through, she's around, sneaking on her inside though, look at that. A good move there from Camille Prugent, she's moved inside her, and the green bib of Estacia Neta has snuck through. So Victoria Us has gone from lead.
Oh, look at this! They all get through.
Bonk. There's a big bang on the side of the bonds unfortunately for, I think it was Victoria Us. Now another upstream gate though, so she could make a move here and edge somebody out. She's going to try and push both these athletes out. Look at this. She's going, you cannot do that.
Look at this.
No. They've teamed up against her and pushed her onto the wrong side. She's swapped sides. She's gone to the other side of the course now.
Marks comes out the winner of that battle.
And who's that going over for another roll there? Unnecessary roll. I think that was Camille Prugent doing some crazy stuff at the back there. But Estacia Neta just staying out of trouble.
Great race from Estacia.
And was it Elena Marks who got through as well from Switzerland?
She did. A lot of action in that one, Ross.
Was a lot of action, and they teamed up to block poor old Victoria Us. She wanted to get through, but they said, sorry, this hotel is closed. You've come after opening hours. Can't you see the closed for business sign? And so she got rejected, and she had to go over to the other side of the course and go around the gate there. We might see that in the replay. But Estacia Neta, she did it in the heats this morning, Brody. She paddled a very smart race.
She did.
And she's done it again here.
Yeah, really impressive. She's going very well.
So 2 and 2, they've decided to go, which is the smart way to do the start. She's straight away, Estacia Neta, she's straight away pushed Elena Marks out of the way. Now here we go. So around there's fine. They all get around here clean. A little bit of a trouble there, but they all managed to get by. Victoria Us is at the back. And she got a bang on the side of the box, but she's okay. Now here's where So this was the cross move.
Cami did so well from that position, boat facing completely the wrong way.
Yep.
And just sliding sideways.
Now, watch this move here, Brody. This is where the first 2 rounds. So Victoria Oos is coming down. She's the 3rd boat in, and she's thinking, right, I'm going to push both of these out of the way. But they close up shop. Sorry, closed for business. No room at the inn for Victoria.
Oh, and Cami going over.
Cami doing another roll as
Goodness me.
if one mouthful of the Troyer is not enough. She's gone under for another mouthful.
All smiles from Amira though. Well raced.
Yep.
Straight through.
Good result for the Brazilian and the Swiss. Elena Marks is through. Could we have a Swiss double this afternoon? That would be a sight to behold, absolutely. Oh, look at how stacked this quarterfinal is. Olympic champion Ricarda Funk. She very much likes her pink helmet. She was only going to wear it for the time trial. Last year she wore the full face mask. But she likes the pink helmet so much that she's stuck with it. Mallory Franklin pretending she's not interested.
Nothing phases Mallory Franklin.
No. And Teresa Fizarova, well, last year, remember, she copped a paddle to the face and she had to race a few races with stitches.
Yep.
The doctor said you shouldn't go out and race, and she said, no way, I'm out there. I'm out there. And Marjorie Delassus from France. This is a quality quarterfinal. With Funk, Franklin, Fizarova, the 3 Fs, a fantastic Funk, Franklin, Fizarova combination.
Yeah, absolutely stacked, isn't it?
Delassus there trying to upset the apple cart. I mean, Mallory's having a sleep. Wake up, Mallory. And off. There they go. Ooh, look at Fizarova.
Oh,
she
great start.
flew out of the starting blocks. Ricarda Funk.
Whoa, Ricarda Funk going the wrong way there through gate 1.
When Mallory Franklin just trying to give her a little bit of an edge at the back there. Now, I would not like to have Mallory Franklin coming down behind me at one of these upstream gates. Let's see what happens here. Will they go to opposite sides of the course?
Split it.
Fizarova goes to one side. Delassus goes to the other. Funk slipping inside. What's Mallory got?
Watch Funk. She gets the inside.
Funk has got the inside. She's managed to get in front of Delassus. So it's Fizarova in front. Funk right behind her. Then it's Delassus and Franklin. Franklin's missed the gate. Mallory Franklin missed the gate, so she is out.
Far out. It's on though. The Delassus and Funk here battling for that second spot.
Yes, Fizarova looks comfortable. Funk is going to try and move. Oh no, she went the safe option.
Not taking her on. I think that was a mistake.
Yeah. So listen to the crowd, folks. Listen to the Czech crowd. They are behind their girl, Teresa Fizarova. We saw her in the pre-event tape that how excited she blows a kiss to the fans.
Yeah, awesome.
And they all accept it willingly. And sliding through into second, Marjorie Delassus. So the Olympic K1 champion and the Olympic C1 silver medalist both out.
Yeah, that was bizarre at the end there by Funk. Not going for the contact and trying to muscle her way into the second place. But
yeah, I think if we were being honest to ourselves here, Brodie Crawford, she probably lacked a little bit of that mongrel.
Yeah, potentially.
It's an Australian saying, but it means that she could have taken somebody out and snuck inside them. But she's too nice, and she didn't take up the opportunity when it arose. We might see it in the replay in a moment, but Teresa Fizarova, she was safe there. There's a little bit of a joust earlier on between Marjorie Delassus and Ricarda Funk. Funk turned here, but Delassus got on top of her.
Yes, here in the downstream, she got back on top. You see,
yep. So
Funk getting served.
Yes, Funk's got into the wrong line there, and Franklin missed it altogether. Now coming down here, there's the pink helmet of Ricarda Funk in the background. She could have gone to the left maybe and taken out Delassus, but chose not to. And Teresa Fizarova, she's pretty happy about that because the crowd, and they turned out again. The Prague crowd is fantastic, isn't it?
It's so good, yeah. Always, the grandstands are always full, cheering loud, even for, not just the Czechs, for everyone. It's awesome.
We've got something to get excited about. Now, there she is. Look at that look. Luca Jones with we've dubbed it the Hannibal Lecter helmet. Just a little bit off-putting if you're racing alongside her and you look across and you see Anthony Hopkins
there, yeah.
Sitting in a boat next to you.
Especially if she's coming down you in the upstream 3.
Exactly right. Oh, yes. Jodie Foster sitting there waiting for Anthony Hopkins to pounce. Emily Hilgertova, last week's gold medalist Stephanie Horn from Italy and Klaudia Zwolinska from Poland. Some quality in this field as well. Wow.
Yeah, all very fast paddlers. Anyone can take this heat. It's interesting to see who comes out on top.
I reckon the new helmet combination has given Luca Jones a bit more bravado. I reckon she's feeling a bit bulletproof.
Yeah, I'm feeling it too. I think she might come out on top here.
She was very good in the hits this morning. She's slow off the blocks though. Hilgertova flew out, as did Steffi Horn. Now, Steffi won the gold last week in Augsburg. Can she look how fast? Oh, and already...
Oh, such a clean start.
Luca Jones has taken out Emily Hilgertova on the first gate. But don't worry about that. There's time for Hilgertova to give... Oh, I think Hilgertova maybe missed that gate, did she, Brody?
That did not look good.
Oh,
I think she's on the wrong side.
The judges will have a look at that. But Steffi Horn, she's got that side of the course to herself and a bit of a take going on the other side of the course.
Yeah, Luca Jones, I think, maybe faulting there. Wait and see.
The judges have got some work to do this afternoon.
They haven't given Emily the fault, but they have given Jones the fault on that upstream.
Isn't that interesting? We'll wait and see. They'll be having another look at that. They'll be putting their lunchtime daiquiri to one side and having a look at the tape. But at this stage, look at that on one side of the course. She's got it to herself, Steffi Horn. Good race for second, though. It looks like Luca Jones just in front. Emily Hilgertova tried it. Oh, a race sprint here for the second spot between Jones and Zwolinska. And, oh, who got it? Jones. Luca Jones.
Yeah, Jones with the fault, though.
She got a fault, yes.
Yes.
You called it, Brody.
Yeah.
You called it. Steffi Horn, she's in gold medal form. She did that. She did that on her ear. That was a great result.
Led start to finish, didn't she? Powering through.
So a fault there for Luca Jones. Look at that, the smiling assassin. She really is the smiling assassin. But butter wouldn't melt in her mouth until she gets on the water with a paddle in her hands. Got off to a great start.
She did, yeah, it was all the start. She was miles ahead.
Yeah. Steffi Horn from Italy clearing out now. We're going to see in a moment where we thought Emily it didn't matter in the end because Hilgertova had been disqualified now. They've gone back, they said, oh, Brody called something in the call, we need to go back and check it. Emily Hilgertova won't be speaking to you for a while, Brody, but now here we think is where Luca Jones got it wrong.
Yeah, look.
Has she gone? Did she? I think about here she thought, bugger it, I'm going to test the judges. Maybe they haven't seen that I didn't go around the gate. I'll just go on anyway. Little did they know that the meerkat eyes of Brodie Crawford.
That's right, you got to call it as you see it, Ross.
You do.
No favouritism in this game.
No favouritism when you're a commentator. Now, so let's have a look. Semi-final one. Fox Estesianeta, Kimberly Woods and Elena Marks. We said before, we'll say it again, Jess Fox chasing a bit of history here today. And Teresa Fizerova, Steph Horn, Marjorie Delasous and Klaudia Zwolinska from Poland in the second semi-final.
Two big semis, that's for sure.
Two big semis. History on the line. I can't believe that Jess Fox would be given so much room in the semi-final, but let's wait and see. The lineup for the men's quarterfinals, and let's have a listen to another of our Paris Olympic hopefuls, hoping to get to, well, I think it would be his fourth Olympic Games in Paris next year.
My name is Hannes Eigner, I am from Germany and I hope to see you in Paris. Kayak cross is one of the big changes in our sport right now and I really appreciate the decision. I think it's one of the greatest chances of canoe slalom in the past couple of years. I remember my first boat across, it was in 2009 and it was much different then and it evolved quickly. I'm really excited to see it at the Olympics. For me, the biggest goal right now is making the selection to compete at the Olympics one more time. This would be my fourth time and I think it's very unique to be at the Olympics in a kayak for more than a decade on top of the world and I want to go one more time.
Yes, tremendous competitor, 2 bronze medals at the Olympic level, but just wants that chance to get another medal.
Yeah, been at the top of the game for a long time. There's not many like that, so it's very impressive. 4 Olympics is pretty out there.
It's not bad, is it?
Yeah.
That is not bad at all. Now, we just saw Dimitri Marks from Switzerland. He is the leader in this sport. He's been doing it since the get-go. He trains for this event. And we saw in the heats, Brodie Crawford, he showed us a couple of moves that very few other athletes are doing in kayak cross, and it gave him a big advantage.
Yeah, for sure. He moves that kayak so quickly, and he's a big guy, really fast and in a straight line on the flat water. So he's good at getting ahead and making some space.
Caelan Friedensen always looks like he's enjoying himself. He paddles a lot better when he keeps the paddle in his hand. I'm pretty certain there was a race last year where he lost his paddle. But we have Marks from Switzerland, Chris Bowers from Great Britain, Isaac Åström from Sweden, and Caelan Friedensen from the United States. And straight away, they go to opposite side. Look at that, Dimitri Marks. He has bolted out of the start blocks. And has gone down straight away. Now watch this move coming up around the first.
Oh, watch the swinging.
Oh, Friedensen, you're in trouble, my friend.
Just got bigger and bigger, the swing, didn't it?
He's not going to go back for it. And they let Marks, look at that move.
Unreal. Oh.
Goodness me. And over the other side of the course, it looks like Chris Bowers is having a good time with that gate. I don't know whether he got through okay or not.
Yeah, it was hard to tell, wasn't it?
Åström second. There is Chris Bowers third at the moment. So Dimitri Marks showing us once again. Watch this move. Look at that. That is smooth. As smooth as Swiss chocolate. That is for Dimitri Marks. He's going to cruise down now.
To this battle Bowers and Åström. This is going to be tight.
Ooh, yes. Second place gets through, and it looks like it's going to be the orange bib of Åström gets through. So Chris Bowers will miss out. He had a big drama with one of the gates at the top. Just he was lying there with his head underneath it. He was looking up at it. He was thinking, which side are you going to go? And it just teased him.
Did,
Brodie.
yeah.
He was just looking at him saying, I'm not going to go anywhere. You just have to wait.
Didn't plan to be there, that's for sure.
No.
But Marks just dominant from the get-go. Unbelievable.
There he is. There he is. Look at him. He looks like a man on a mission. And we saw him fly out of the starting gates. And look at that, he's got a couple of strokes in before the other blokes have hit the water. And he is away. And he's already opened up a big move there. Now here's where poor old Caelan Friedensen had just swung the wrong way for him. That is heartbreaking.
Yeah, that was unlucky. Each paddler came through and hit it a little bit more. Made it swing a little bit harder.
Yep. That is smooth. Something for you to work on before next week, Brodie.
Yep, that's the one you want.
Now look at Chris Bowers here. He's sitting there, he's a bit tired, he's looking for a pillow to have a bit of a nap. Gets it around eventually. Doesn't want to let him go though. Meanwhile, you know, looking at home, you're thinking, how hard can it be to get around those gates? But this water is pushing you, isn't it, Brodie? It's a lot more challenging than you think.
Yeah, absolutely. It's very unstable as well. It's got to be so good to spin the boat on the spot in all that unsteady water, like Marks does so well.
So, Dimitri Marks is through, Isaac Åström is through, Chris Bowers misses out, Caelan Friedensen misses out as well. So, their first quarterfinal run and won. Now, the man that we just saw on the telly, Hannes Agner, is in a stacked... This is, I mean, we say about all the quarterfinals, but have a look at this lineup. Hannes Agner is there. He is two-time Olympic bronze medalist. Pau Echenez from Spain, who we know is very fast. And next to him, the Italian Ferrari, Giovanni De Gennaro. He's got the full face helmet on, which means he's going to cause a bit of carnage. And next to him, Brodie Crawford's teammate, Tim Anderson.
The man, the myth, the legend.
He is. The Germans hate him. No, they don't. Nobody hates Tim Anderson, but he did take out one of the Germans, Stefan Hengst, in the heats and left him, almost put him into the crowd.
There's another German in this heat, so he better watch his back.
You reckon Stefan Hengst said, I don't care where you finish, Hannes, but can you take out the Australian? Just take him out. Put him out of the equation.
If he doesn't get taken out first.
Yeah, don't worry. We don't take on Tim Anderson. He is a man on a mission. So 2 will go through to the semi-finals. And there's a lot of speed here. Tim Anderson's a very fast paddler, and we know that Giovanni De Gennaro, we saw Pau Echenez, he was very fast out of the blocks in his heat. And Hannes Agner, well, you don't win 2 bronze medals from twiddling your thumbs.
No. Very, very, very fast guys.
2 blokes with a full face helmet just to show they mean business. They're not going to take any prisoners here. Look at that. That's the view they have. You can see the crowd on the right-hand side there. It's really built up. It's a great crowd there. Looking forward to cheering on some gold medalists later on today.
Such a great way to start a race up there. Just looking down the course. Yeah, so exciting.
Do you get nervous?
Yeah, and heart starts racing.
As the gates flip over, you think, oh my God, that's a long way down. And they're underway, and it looks like De Janeiro and Anderson on one side, Hannes Agner and Etchenez on the other. And it's De Janeiro and Agner at the moment, but Tim Anderson just biding his time at the back. He's going to pull out a move here.
Still in touch. Everyone's in touch still, so anything can happen.
Big question is which side of the course will they go? Hannes Agner looks like he might be going to the side by himself. Tim Anderson chooses to go the other side. He could have taken out a couple of paddlers there. No, it's close though at the back, but Hannes Agner.
This is tight for second, isn't it?
It is. Tim Anderson's going to be. Oh, go. Two guys both have failed to go round, so he could have gone back. So let's just check. Who else was it? It was Tim Anderson and was it Etchenez failed as well. So that just leaves the 2 Olympians.
Yeah, I think Tim went back, but he's too far back now.
Yeah.
To challenge.
Oh my goodness, that's too tight for you to try and go through. It's too tight for 2 blokes to go through at once, and 3 of them tried to get through at the one time. That was never going to work.
Yeah, no, that was pretty full on through there.
Hannes Agner, he'd be very happy. He had no company at all on the way down there. He was virtually had one side of the course to himself. Giovanni De Janeiro safely through as well. But for Tim Anderson and Pau Etchenez, well, it all came unstuck. And that tricky little cross move there when 3 paddlers tried to get through a space only built for 1.
Yeah, that's right.
Like your younger days, Brody, when they used to open the door to the nightclub and you used to all try and get through at the one time. And of course, the bouncers quickly throw you out. They quickly say, sorry, sir, no room for you in here.
Yeah, essentially the same thing, Ross. Nail on the head.
Yeah.
Same into gate 1. Everyone's pushing for 1, hey?
Yep, and there they go. And Tim Anderson. Oh, you're allowed to do that. You can use your paddle as long as you don't. Now look at that. 3 guys trying to go around 1. No. 2 blokes going the wrong way. So
poor Powell getting pushed into the Eskimo roll. That's rough.
An early one. on the Troyer.
On the Troyer, yeah. That's just cruel.
There they go. Oop, over I go. Shut my mouth, shut my eyes. So Hannes Agner and Giovanni De Janeiro, they both mean business. I think Hannes Agner might be sporting a new do. I think he might have had a haircut since last week. This is exciting.
True.
This is exciting news, just especially for Prague. So the next semi-final, we have Jan Rohrer from Switzerland, and the Swiss are very, very strong at the kayak cross. Just getting the hands ready. Sitting next to him, Noah Hege from Germany. Good German representation here in the kayak cross. Alongside him, the man from Kosovo, Laurent Joshi from Kosovo. And wait for the crowd reaction for the next man. In the green, Vit Prindis. Oh yeah, the crowd love Vit, don't they?
Oh yeah, hometown hero there.
Look at him. Oh, that's what they've come out to see Vit. Come out to see some Vit action, so...
Yeah, he's such a softly spoken guy, but man, on the water he is so good.
He's a softly spoken guy. He loves his paddling. He's a great family man, and just really he's a great ambassador for our sport. He loves the kayak cross. He's always been pretty good at it.
Yeah, and you'd have to favour him on this home course. The Czechs love it here. They love racing here.
Tell you what, you wouldn't want to be the man who takes him out, though.
No.
Because it'll be a long night for you in Prague, hiding around corners. Oh, no! It was, as soon as I've said that, the man from Kosovo tries to take him out, Josh. And on the other side of the course, Rohrer and Hege both flew out. So, Rohrer from Switzerland, Hege and Prindes. Prindes now going to the right. Oh, he can't make his mind up. He's going to wait and see where everyone else goes. He's going to take someone out there, and I think it's going to be Hege. There he goes. He moves under Hege's bow there. Oh, Prindes. Oh, he is fast out of that gate, though.
Good battle in there. It's very close now between Hege and Prindes.
So Rohrer is in front. The blue bib of Hege. Prindes is going to knock him over here. No, he's not.
He's had the opportunity, didn't he?
He did have that opportunity, so he's gone gentle. I think he's saving something up. He's got one shot in the locker, and he's about to fire it. So it's Hege second, Prindes third. Here we go. Here's the move from Prindes. Watch this.
Here we go. Oh, hang on a sec.
There's a bit of congestion there. Oh, my goodness.
He's got the inside.
He's got the inside. It's a sprint. Prindes v Hege. Prindes gets on top of him. The crowd cheering him on.
This.
Oh, photo finish.
Far out. That was good.
Vit Prindes, maybe by the width of the tip of his bow. I wouldn't like to be calling it. It's Hege and Prindes. It is a photo finish.
It is. They haven't announced it yet, so it's definitely tight.
Maybe they'll throw it over to the crowd. Who do you think?
It's only fair.
Who do you think Prague fans got there? Was it Vit Prindes or was it yay? Was it Noah Hege? Boo! I'm not sure. You can't rely on the Prague fans.
Look at this start from Vit though. He just goes underneath. He goes underneath the rower.
No, there was Joshi from
Joshi,
Kosovo. We didn't really call much of Jan Rohrer there because he was so far out in front by himself. So there is, I tell you what, let's just have a look at this and then I'm going to bring you the news. The judges obviously have a sense of humour because they've given it to Noah Hege.
Oh, mate. The fans will be out for blood after that call.
Fans are very kind, they're very generous fans. They love sport, they love their slalom. But I don't know the love's going to extend to having their man picked for a photo finish. Will they go back and examine it again? Is there a chance for a crowd appeal? I don't know, but that's confirmation there. Jan Rohrer is through. Noah Hege gets the nod over Vit Prindes, the hometown favourite.
Tell you what, the Swiss are good. You called it, Ross.
Yeah,
they're just dominant, aren't they?
They are so good.
Again, leading from the start.
Now, our gold medalists from last week, Benjamin Renier from France. Look at this field here, Brody. 3 Frenchmen and a Belgian who spends a lot of time in France.
Yeah, wow. These guys could all be mates, or by the end of this, they might be enemies. We'll see.
It could be, yes. There'll be a French, a French factional warfare here for.
Can't show any mercy in this game.
No, you cannot. There is no. It's like Bastille Day on the water. Benjamin Renier, Gabriel de Costa from Belgium, Boris Nouveau, and Titian Kastrik. 4 athletes here, only 2 go through. Renier, the gold medal winner from last week in Augsburg, in the green. De Costa, the Belgian, in the yellow. Nouveau, a former World Cup champion, in the blue. And Titian Kastrik, one of the exciting young athletes on the scene, in the red. And off they go. And straight away, it's Boris Nouveau who flies out of the blocks.
Oh, wow, yeah.
He's really putting down a marker here because he knows that Benjamin Renier is fast. And so they're going down now to the first upstream. Which side? Again, Nouveau looking over his shoulder, trying to work out where everyone's going. Don't worry about that. They're all following you, mate.
This.
Oh, no love lost there.
No, Renier says, take this.
No, and Nouveau says, get out of my face. Get out of the way. I'm on business here. And a good move here from Nouveau again. He's taken out his other French teammate.
Pushing out Gastric. Unbelievable.
He's pushed out both his French teammates. Boris Nouveau, I
think they're all clear though. It's still on for second.
They are, but I reckon he'll be looking for an alternative way to get to the next World Cup at the moment because none of the French will want to travel with him. There's Boris Nouveau. He's out there in front. 3 trying to get around 1 here, and it's a mess. It's Benjamin Renier, the World Cup gold medalist. He's gone. He's out. Boris Nouveau, he might want to be checking his passport at the moment, see if he can get the license to compete for another country, because the French, first of all, he took out Renier. And you're smiling about it, but
look at him. He's smiling about that.
He's smiling, but nobody's smiling with him. Yeah, it's a one-man smile fest.
He said no mercy, Ross, but he took it to another level, didn't he?
He did take it.
Was ruthless.
He didn't even try and take out the Belgian. He just look at him. He wants to have a conversation with his teammates, but also, who are you? and nobody wants to talk to him.
Yeah.
Oh, the smiles there. It is. It's a team sport. They love each other and their teammates. And so I tell you what. Yeah, look at that. There's the. Yeah, we know what's coming. Boris Nouveau. He's saying, "Watch this. Watch this, everybody.
That's one for the highlight reels. That one.
I'm going to do a job on my teammates." And so off he goes. There he is. He got off to a good start. And he's looking across there. So the first one he takes out is his teammate Renier. There he is. Renier trying to get around, and Boris Nouveau says, "Nope, not today, my friend." Off you go. Gives him a bit of a kick there with the belt. Just pushes him out of the way. And then here he is with his other teammate, Titian Castrik. So he goes around here and he says, "Sorry, man."
Castrik doesn't know where he's going there. He's in trouble here.
He's pushed him out of the way as well. Ah, you got to love the French. You got to love the French. It's just pushes him out of the way. He says, "Thanks for coming, but maybe you might want to make alternative plans for the rest of the day." He is through though, Titian Castrik, by the way.
And look, he's in 30th. He does well to come out on top of that commotion.
Benjamin Renier was the one who missed out here. He couldn't find a way through and had to go back and do the gate again. So he's gone from gold medal last week to cheering on in the stands this week. But Boris Nouveau just showing you've got to have a little bit of, pardon my language here, but you've got to have a little bit of mongrel about you. You've got to, even though they're your teammates, when you get out there, if they get in your way, Brody.
That's it. That's perfectly raced, really. That's the mentality you got to have. You got to push and shove. Yeah. The name of the game.
And so what if he now has to sit up the back of the bus by himself?
Yeah. At least he'll have a gold medal potentially around his neck.
Exactly. He'll say, "It's okay. I'll share this seat with my gold medal. You'd like to sit up the front with your duck eggs." Boris Nouveau, Jan Rohrer, Titian Castrik, and Noah Hege. It's going to be a good semi-final. I think Castrik will be. They have a poster of Boris Nouveau just on the bow of his boat, and he'll be looking at it, making sure that he remembers what he looks like.
That's it. That's motivation until Tartan.
Oh my goodness! Right, semi-final time for the women. What do you reckon, Brody? Have a look at that lineup.
Mate, it's big again. You can't bet against Jess Fox. She is so good out there. So fast, smooth. She doesn't mind having a push and shove when she needs to as well.
Well, I don't reckon she'll have... In this quarterfinal, she had the whole race to herself because nobody would go near her. Apparently, she's got terrible BO. No, she hasn't. She always smells lovely. But nobody wanted to go near her, so it'll be interesting to see whether anybody wants to take her on this time round. You've got Jess Fox on one side of this course, you've got Kimberly Woods on the other, both two very experienced, and in the middle you've got Elena Marks, we just saw looking very nervous from Switzerland, and Omaro Estesianeta, who by the way has had two very good races today already.
She has. It's an exciting semi-final.
It is. Kimberly just giving a bit of a mention there to her biceps.
They are big. I've seen
they're good biceps.
Yeah, I can vouch for those.
And you are a biceps expert.
Yeah,
you have good ones.
They are impressive.
Right, so Jess Fox chasing some history. She's already got 2 gold medals this weekend. She put herself in the mix for a 3rd medal, which will be history. Now, Elena Marks, though, showing no respect. Elena Marks showing no respect for Jessica Fox and shunts her out the back. Thanks for coming. I know you're an Olympic champion. I know you're a multiple world champion, but get out of my way. And at the front of the course, it's Kimberly Woods where she likes to be.
Yep.
Now, Jess Fox, is Jess Fox going to take someone out here? She's going to have a crack at it. Oh, she's got herself in a tangle. No, Fox has missed the gate. Jess Fox has missed the gate. She's got herself in big trouble. Not even Jess Fox could get back from there, you would think. Kimberly Woods is around safely. Ooh, bonk, bonk, bonk.
She still just gets there, Mara. That was so tight.
So tight. Kimberly Woods is safe. Estesianeta is second. And Elena Marks is there with her. Jess Fox, she's back in it. She's back in it. Jess Fox.
Oh, my goodness.
She could pull a big move here. Oh, no. She's not going to do it. Now she can't get through there. Someone's put a wall up for her to get past. But safely, Estesianeta.
Again.
Man, that's 3 quality races.
She's on fire today.
She is paddling like a woman possessed. She can't believe it. I think think that's false bravado, though. That's false modesty. She knows what she's doing. Kimberly Woods is safely through as well. And Jess Fox, I mean. Elena Marks took her out early. Showed no respect for authoritaire.
Pushed her into the wall.
And a smile there from Jess saying, Elena, you're young, you're going to learn. Yeah, don't get in the way of the master. Elena saying, I'm really, really sorry, but maybe you'll sit next to me in the stands and watch the final.
Yeah, it didn't pay off for either of them in the end.
Nope. Nope. So, Omara Estacianeta from Brazil.
Yeah.
There she is.
The biceps of Kimberly Woods showing.
Gave him a bit of a pep talk before the race. Look at this. So, Fox was the last one off. I'm surprised about that. She missed the start. And look at that. No respect at all from the youngster in the field, who just gets inside the veteran world and Olympic champion, and just shoves her out of the way.
Nowhere to go.
And then around here, Jess Fox trying to assert her authoritaire, and again,
just not high enough. Look at her face.
she's thinking, I can't believe I've been. She's thinking, who is this upstart who's kicked me out of the way? What the heck? It's not the way I was expecting to spend my Sunday afternoon.
Yeah.
Strong race though from Kimberly Woods. Now, Omara Estacianeta has again, she's pulled off a good move down the bottom of the course to get in front.
She has to overtake Woods. Yeah.
Yep.
Very impressive.
So it must have been on this move here, wasn't it? Because there's Woods. Oh yeah, look at that. She's pushed Woods out of the way there.
Oh yes, Marks has.
Marks has. She slowed her down. She's put Woods and and Jess Fox comes in and gives her a little roll. Says, here, have a taste of the water. Tell me what you think. Looks like a lemon with that water.
Anything can happen in this game, Ross.
It sure can. They all laugh now, but when Kimberly's paying the price for having a gob full of the Troyer tonight, she won't be thanking Jess Fox, I can tell you. Oh, the crowd, the Czechs there are disappointed when Vit Prindes controversially got booted out courtesy of a photo finish earlier on today. So they'd like to see Teresa Fizarova. Marjorie Della Sousse inside her from France. And then the Augsburg gold medalist, Stephanie Horn. That look, that steely look that she gives. There's a smile there, but deep down inside there's a very determined lady. Klaudia Zwolinska from Poland. She's very keen to win her first medal of the season. Could have come in the kayak cross. What do you think of this field? Steph's been going pretty well, hasn't she, bro?
Oh, it's strong, yeah. I think Fizarova and Horn, hard to beat, but they're all fast, fast paddlers. So, mate, your best guess tomorrow.
What's going on there? Marjorie Della Sousse misread the instructions and thought you had to do a roll as soon as you hit the water, which has not been a rule at any time today. So I don't know why all of a sudden she thought she'd do it in the semi-final.
Tell you what, that ramp has caused.
Oh! At the back of the field, Della Sousse, she's having a shocker. She's having a race not to remember. But Teresa Fizarova, she's out nice and strong. A good race over the other side of the course. Looks like Steffi Horn at the moment moves into second, and Zwolinska is third. So, Teresa Fizarova is okay. Steffi Horn is okay. And Zwolinska is okay. So we've got three there, and we have Della Sousse at the back, who's been disqualified already, unfortunately.
Watch Horn and Zwolinska here.
Yeah, Horn and Zwolinska.
Play for.
Zwolinska's roll was a dreadful, that was a shocking roll. She's been. And now Della Sousse has been disqualified, decides to have put a mark on the race and knock Zwolinska out of the contest. So a stroll to the finish line for Steffi Horn and Teresa Fizarova, giving the crowd something to love.
Having a cracker.
She's having a great day, Teresa Fizarova. And Steffi Horn, she's in line for a second gold medal, back-to-back gold medals possibly. Klaudia Zwolinska was third. Marjorie Della Sousse, well, it all went wrong from her from the start.
Yeah, I'd like to see a replay of that. I don't know what happened there.
Obviously, I don't know whether she hit the water on a funny angle or whether someone tipped her over. Let's have a look there. So that's the start there. Let's have a look at Marjorie Della Sousse. She was the last one to hit the water, then she thought, I'll just do a quick roll here, see how it goes.
First stroke. think possibly hit the back of Horn's boat with that first stroke, and maybe that caught her off guard.
Oh, there you go. And we saw later on too, Claudia Zwolinska, when she did her compulsory roll, absolutely made a mess of it and spent a long time underwater. I hope she kept the gob shut for the entire journey.
She did, didn't she? She was in the race at that point and then just couldn't get upright.
Nope. Good race though from Fizerova, Teresa Fizerova, keeping the home fans on the edge of this. Ooh, look at that. See now, and here we have a bit of a blue between Dela Sus and Zwolinska. But the Czech fans love it. They love seeing Czechs in finals action, and they're going to see Teresa Fizerova going for gold in front of her home fans a little bit later on.
Yeah, hard to bet against her at this point. She's in that final run.
The crowd, they'll be baying for blood. They're still circulating pictures of the judges that ruled their man out through a photo finish. They wouldn't be doing that. They're very fair fans. Look at them. They're having a good time. They don't care. They're just here for the sunshine and to enjoy some paddling.
No, yeah, the Czech fans are great fans. They cheer hard for a lot of paddlers. I'm very impressed by that, actually.
So, we are ready now, Brodie Crawford, for some men's semi-final action. And you and I have been super impressed by the man from Switzerland, Dimitri Marx.
Yeah, this should be a good test for him. We've seen him dominate every heat so far, but Hannes Eidner, De Gennaro, there's some fast paddlers, so I think he could have met his match for this race. We'll see.
And Isaac Åström as well, who's been paddling very well, the Swede. So
absolutely, yeah.
This will be interesting to see the tactics at the start, because Dimitri Marx is very fast off the gate. He tries to get down to the gate as quick as he can, and then he executes this really efficient upstream gate move, which gets him around so fast. But like you say, Brodie, he might not get the opportunity here because there'll be a couple of blokes breathing down his neck.
Yeah. I don't think he'll create the same space he normally does with these guys. So it'll be interesting. If he does, I'll eat my words and be very impressed. Yeah. We'll have to wait and see.
What a great field. Dimitri Marx, he's won World Cup gold medals. He trains just for this event. This is his big event. He loves it. So let's see. Look at him. He's got that action. He's got that start gun action. He's ready to fire out the cannon. As soon as the gun goes off, they go. Look at him go.
Gets it. He gets a clean start.
Isaac Åström's been left behind, but look at that. Dimitri Marx flew out. Coming down, trying to challenge him is Giovanni De Gennaro. But Dimitri Marx, now watch this, folks. You're going to be in for a treat here. He's coming down. They'll be crazy to leave him alone, I tell you, but they're going to. They're going to leave him alone, which is foolish, because look at this. Look at that move. My goodness, and he has blown them away. Why would you let him go on his own? Now you've basically got three guys racing for one position. In second spot, it's the Italian Ferrari, Giovanni De Gennaro. Isaac Åström, I think, second. Hannes Eidner at the back. Dimitri Marx, so he is putting on a masterclass. Will they give him free space the second time round, Brodie? Too late. He's gone already. He's gone. He's gone around that upstream gate already.
They almost fear him, it seems like.
It does seem that way.
Yeah.
He's just, look at that. He's looking around. He's going, are you blokes coming or not? Giovanni De Gennaro into second. Maybe got a wrap on the fingers or something.
Looks like he might have, yeah.
Not happy about something there, but maybe got a little bang on the pinky.
Mark's on absolute fire. This is going to be a good final. You can't let him do that in the final.
You cannot give him one side of the course to himself.
There's a gold medal up for grabs.
No way, because he will just blow you away. And look at, he's laughing at me. I say, what's wrong with my BO? Why don't you guys come near me? Is it something I said? No? Do you not like my hairstyle? Why? What are you doing? No way. Why? But congratulations to Dimitri Marx. That was a masterclass.
He's so good off the ramp, isn't he? He gets such a clean start. So many have struggled today with that ramp. He's just gone.
I mean, don't tell me, Brodie Crawford, there's no benefit in training in this, because let's watch this. Let's watch his start. And these are the sorts of things he would be doing in practice. There he is in the red. Look at him fly out. And he's gone across the field to go to the gate, so he's given them every opportunity to.
And that's Hannes Eidner next to him. Like, that's a big, strong guy.
Look at that. I mean, that is that is what you can do if you've got time to yourself. And here's three woofy blokes trying to get around. Maybe that's where Giovanni got a bit of a sore.
Yeah, that was a solid hit to the shoulder.
Yeah, don't like that. He wouldn't like that at all. But didn't stop him picking up the second position though. Dimitri Marks, he's just having an absolute field day here. Wow, he's the man to beat, Brody.
Yep.
I don't care who wins the next heat.
Yeah, you can't bet against him. He is dominating.
The only guy who might challenge him is his Swiss teammate, Jan Rohrer, and we know Boris Nouveau, he's got a bit of how's your father in him today. He's really happy to make enemies on the course.
Yeah. He won't shy away from a battle.
So in the end, I think probably some poor decisions made by the other guys in this race to leave Dimitri Marks to himself. I mean, I don't know about you, Brody, but I would have just followed him down. Just tail him down, because you know he's not going to give you any trouble because he's going to be that far in front of you.
Yeah, that's it. It was on second or third, I think, because by the fourth person, he'd probably be gone, wouldn't he, Dimitri?
Yeah. Absolutely. That was impressive. So, first semi-final done and dusted. Who will be joining Dimitri Marks and Giovanni Di Gennaro in this afternoon's final? We've got a couple of Frenchmen who aren't on speaking terms at the moment. I'm sure they are. They would. Titian Castryk is a young guy, and I think he would consider it an honour to be taken out by an French Olympian. Do you think, Brody?
Well, I'm not so sure. He'll be wanting to pave his own way today, I think.
I think so.
He might be looking for revenge.
Against his French teammate, Boris Nouveau. And we have a Swiss paddler, Jan Rohrer, and Noah Hege from Germany. We'll have a look at the official lineup in just a moment. Just a little bit of a delay at the moment. I'm not sure if maybe there's a little bit of a problem on the course, or whether surely we're not ahead of time. That would be unheard of.
We haven't mentioned yet as well, Titouan being 18 years old. Impressive. He's holding his own with these, much older, bigger paddlers. So.
Yeah, very good point. Young guy with a big future.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we're just waiting now. We've got a little bit of a delay. Maybe a problem with the start ramp or with one of the gates. We're just waiting for a word what the issue is. But the crowd are waiting patiently. They must love watching this. It's such a good view here, isn't it, Brody? You've got the stands and they're really right above the water here. It's a fantastic viewing stadium as well. Yeah,
it's such a good location, and the course is built next to such a popular walking and exercising path and area and part of Prague, so people love it.
In fact, it's a little bit of on the first 2 days when they don't put the gates up and the cyclists are coming through and you're trying to carry your canoe. Yeah, cyclists seem to think they've got right away.
It's always busy, that's for sure, but I think that's a good thing.
So here we go, official introduction. Jan Rohrer from Switzerland. Next to him, Noah Hege from Germany.
Looks very focused. Look at that.
Yep. Next to him, the teenager, Titian Castryk from France. Such an exciting future for this young man. And next to him, Boris Nouveau. No prisoners will be taken.
Yeah, veteran of the sport, knows all the tactics.
Yep. And he's got nothing to lose. He's already annoyed Titian Castryk once today, so what does it matter if he does it again?
Yeah, that's right.
But let's watch the Swiss paddler again, Jan Rohrer. He's been good today. Will he emulate his teammate Dimitri? Oh, he's fast. And there we go. The French are going at it again.
He's called it, Ross. Look at the start from the Swiss.
Yeah, Jan Rohrer from Switzerland. He has flown away. At the moment, Castryk and Nouveau at the back there, renewing that French love for each other. Jan Rohrer, the Swiss paddler, he's gone down. Are they going to leave him alone too? I think they are.
I think Castryk's going to take it. Oh, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. He's around that bend already.
Oh, that's good though.
Good turn from Castryk. And Boris Nouveau just trying to take out the German now. So at the front though, Jan Rohrer, he's blowing this away. Gee, the Swiss are good at this.
Yeah, and a great last-minute decision from Gastric to go to that left arm.
Yeah, that's what I said that in the race about the race before, Brody. They should just follow the Swiss, and you're not going to get into any trouble. Although
Look, Boris is going to try and stop him though. Look
Boris
at
is going to take out his teammate. He's going to try and
take
send
him into the stopper.
Oh,
No way,
Boris. That's lucky, because I tell you what, Boris would have been travelling.
That was questionable, that one, I have to say, Ross.
He would have been travelling in the trailer with the boats.
We say in football, eyes on the ball. I'm not sure eyes are on the gate at that point. Eyes are on the other paddler there.
Oh, Boris, come on, man.
That was ruthless.
That was. Jan Rohrer is through. Tidjane Kastelik is through. He's smiling now. Tidjane Kastelik is saying, what about that Boris? Hey, shall we take him out later? Boris Nouveau. He wants to shake Tidjane Kastelik's hand. Tidjane's saying, well, I'll shake it now because we're on TV, but when I get a chance, I'm going to give you a good knee in the goalies.
He looks like such a friendly, nice guy, but mate, Boris is a savage. What? I never knew.
We're learning something new about Boris Nouveau today. And if you're watching at home, if Boris's family are watching at home, we love him. I love Boris. I love chatting to him. He's such a friendly guy, but my goodness, he's pushing the envelope today.
We love it when he does this, Ross. It's exciting. It's good to see.
So there's Jan Rohrer. He's cleared out the Swiss paddler. He was by himself. Here's the first chance for Boris to take someone out.
Oh, geez, that was a fold. He didn't get that, did he?
Did he get that fold or not?
He didn't.
Oh, Boris. So he's taken out He's taken out the German Noah Hege. Now here we go. Oh, a little bit of a mess here for.
Now watch Boris here. This is awesome.
With Boris there taking out. There's his French teammate. He's saying, "Where are you going?" He's just getting in his way. He's just getting in his way. Now then he paddles forward because he thinks he might get around him. You gotta laugh.
Yeah, that was good.
Gotta laugh. But Boris Nouveau, he's trying to take everybody out today.
I think he's my new favourite kayak cross paddler, Ross. He makes it exciting, that's for sure. You love the action.
He does, yeah. He's going to find it. I'll tell you, the good thing for Boris, he's never going to have trouble finding room at the lunch table anymore because no one will sit next to him. He'll be sitting there with his croissant.
That's it. I mean, if it's within the rules, can you blame him? You know,
Look at this final, Brody, for the men there. Those two Swiss paddlers.
Two Swiss paddlers. Impressive.
Both of them incredibly smart kayak cross paddlers. Don't tell me that training for kayak cross doesn't pay off, because those two are streets ahead of the rest of the competition. And I'm looking forward to that final already because it is quality, the quality. Now look at this women's final. The most impressive of those paddlers, flying under the radar, has been the Brazilian, Omarai Estesia Neta.
Such a good day from her.
It really, she's just snuck through a couple of times and manages, she picks her lines well, I think. She makes good decisions with her gates.
It is about making good decisions too, isn't it, this sport? It's not just about being fast or executing the gates. You've got to make the right call at the right time.
Yeah. Tell me the Czech fans won't be happy to see this young lady, though. Teresa Fizerova. She's firing him up. Look at that. She's
you can hear him.
Yeah, you can
loving it.
We're loving it. Goodness gracious me. If somebody takes her out, there'll be a bit of problem. Steffi Horn. She was a little bit surprised to win the gold medal last week. No surprises this week, though. She's obviously doing something right. She's into another final, and there is the... look at that.
Love to see that smile.
Yeah, look at that. Butter wouldn't melt in her mouth. Look at me. I'm so kind. I'm so generous. No one's going to attack me. The Brazilians, like Kimberly Woods. Show us those biceps, Kim.
She means business.
Show us those biceps again. Look at that.
I would not want to be in her way in this race, Ross.
Nope. She is fired up, ready to go. What a final. Fizerova, Horn, Estesia Neta, Woods. The green of Fizerova, the yellow of Horn, the red of Estesia Neta, the blue of Woods. Give us a quick tip. Who do you reckon, Brody?
Fizerova at home. Let's go.
I'll go for Woods. So we're both discounting the Brazilian. Foolish. And we're discounting last week's gold medalist. Foolish. Oh, Kimberly Woods has gone there. Oh, she's gone upside down.
Oh, Fizerova though, a good start.
Fizarova has flown out of the blocks, and look at
the Brazilian. She's into second.
Stacey Aneta.
Oh, she's
from
getting
Brazil.
pushed.
Steffi Horn moves inside the Brazilian though, so at the moment it's Fizarova. She has a sneaky look over her shoulder. Will anybody go with her? No, they're going to leave her. Oh, now
Woods
they
will have
do.
a crack. Don't you worry about that.
Oh, Kimberly's going to push her out of the way.
yeah.
Get out of my way.
So close.
So it's the green and the red. It's Stacey Aneta and Fizarova. It's
Look at
going to be
this.
a keen race here. Fizarova's going to knock a Stacey Aneta out of the way.
Oh! Look at this. Oh!
Fizarova's, two people got on the wrong
Woods
side.
into first. Woods into first.
No, she went the wrong side of the gate, didn't she?
No, I think only her and Fizarova went the right
So
side.
Woods has gone through and Fizarova, so they are the only two who at this stage are legal. And they're both on the same side of the course.
Look at this.
Use your brains, guys. What are you doing? What a
The
race
fight
for goals. Fizarova.
Oh, this is tight.
It's Woods.
Woods, ruthless.
What's going on here? Woods has pushed. No free beer for you tonight,
goodness.
Kimberly Woods.
Let's go. Wow. That was incredible.
Yeah, don't
Ross.
knock a check out of the way like that. Kimberly Woods.
Come on though, Woods from how far behind?
Wow.
That was just incredible.
What about that last gate action?
Oh, so good. Down to the wire.
Why would you go the same side, both of you? They thought, well, Kimberly Woods has backed herself in there.
And I love in the final, you see first and second just pushing each other out in that downstream
And look
gate.
at that. That is respect for each other. That was completely fair. There was nothing untoward there.
Nah, good hard racing.
I want to see the last bit of that race because that was
just wild.
That had everything, that race. That cross gate there where two of them went the wrong side and blew themselves out of the race. That was Steffi Horn picks up another medal though. She's finished. The Kimberly's so pumped.
Mate, I would be too. I think she came off best from that middle stagger. Just came through cleanly around everyone from fourth place.
Let's see the replay, folks. Tell me there's no excitement in kayak cross. Tell me that this is a soft sport, folks. I defy you. Have a look at this action. It is. And a beautiful smile from Teresa Fizarova. She might not have got the gold, but she's given this crowd something. And you called it, Brody. You said, I would not like to mess with Kimberly Woods.
Mate, but you called her for the win. How's that?
I did call her for the win.
Did.
Yeah, thank you very much. My time here is done.
Unreal.
She's happy too.
Yeah, she shows that she
Very happy.
She's got speed and she's happy to just...
And good news for you, Brody. She was in this commentary in your seat earlier on this week. So it just goes to show, you come in here to the commentary box, you learn from the master.
it's good.
You go out and you put it out on the water. Let's have a look at this. This race had everything.
Kim almost fully in on the start.
Almost fell in at the start. Look at that. So she's last there. Clear last.
Yeah.
Steffi Horn and Teresa Fizarova there going at each other. Fizarova clearly in front here, and the crowd are going ballistic. They are loving what they're seeing. Kimberly gets in Teresa's way here and pushes her aside. That's the first, but then
misses it.
She's in trouble there. She's behind it. Get out of my way.
This is it here, Ross. This is where it all happened.
This is, look at this. Fizarova is through clearly. Woods is the last one around.
Fizarova almost falling in here, going...
Yeah, this is
Here we go.
the angle. So Fizarova almost capsized here. Kimberly Woods is the last one through. She stays
just
upright.
sneaks
Through. How did that happen?
That was just...
How did that happen? And then they come down here, and for some reason they both decide to go to the same side of the course.
They both want a gold, Ross. That's what you want to see.
Yeah, and so Woods is there. Fizarova says, excuse me, this is my home course. Where do you think you're going? And Kimberly Woods pushes off the side there. And then they come out of here, and they're like, it's like the two boats are attached to each other. Look at that.
And Woods just pushing Fizarova into the eddy there. So smart, so smart.
Good use.
Into the slow water.
Just pushing her out of the way. And that is a masterclass. Fizarova, she doesn't
Kimberly,
mind.
what a fight. How do you feel? Congratulations.
I'm a little bit exhausted. Really got in my slalom this weekend, but oh my God, that was such a scrap and it was so much fun.
Yeah, definitely. You had a rough start there. How do you manage to get back at the top?
It's just knowing that it's not over till it's over. You know, I feel like I'm really physical and really strong to take these girls on, and the gate just opened up for me, and yeah, I just took all the opportunities I could take.
Yeah, definitely. That last little bit after they left up, what was on your mind?
I was just like, I mean, it sounds mean to say just push her out, just keep going to the end, head down, and the crowd really, really fought us on, and like they're amazing.
That's amazing. What a fight. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Push her out, push her out.
Yeah.
That's what she was thinking, and it was the right choice to make.
That's kayak cross IQ right there, knowing where the water is, where the fast water is, where the slow water is, pushing your opponents away.
And giving a mention there to the Brodie Crawford biceps that Kimberly Woods possesses, and knowing that she had the strength to outlast Teresa Fizarova, who's no slouch, by the way.
Yeah.
So what a great women's event we had. We didn't have Jessica Fox in the final, but she's already got 2 gold medals this weekend, so I'm sure she won't mind. But what fantastic racing we've had. We've seen a new name come through, somebody else that they'll all be watching, Omarai Estesia Neta from Brazil. She finished, I think, 4th in the end. But she was up there. She had a big mistake there. I think she's sitting 2nd at the time, Brodie, at that cross gate when they all went
fighting for first.
She was fighting for first, and
very unlucky.
There she is there, and then she had to go back and redo the gate.
Yeah, so you always say she deserved a medal from this weekend, but wasn't to be.
That's the way that this sport is, but there was Jess Fox being muscled out by the youngster, Lena Marks. She'll laugh about that tonight on the bus, that's for sure. You can mention it to her, Brodie, on the bus tonight, on the bus to Tussin. You can talk about the time she got pushed out of the way by the teenager. I don't know if she's a teenager. I don't know much. She's very young.
Very young, yeah, close to it.
But that there, look at that. And this is where Kimberly said, she said, I just wanted to push her out, and she did that. And isn't it wonderful, though? There's no hard feelings. If she had the chance, I'm sure that Fizarova would have done exactly the same thing to her.
That's it. It was all within the rules and just good, hard battling.
Right, our final event for the 2nd International Canoe Federation World Cup of 2023, and it's going to be a beauty. It is a men's kayak cross final, and 2 Swiss there at the top who have been absolutely unbelievable. They are so good at this sport. This man especially, Dimitri Marks. What do you think, Brodie?
So good. And you have to back him to get out in front here still, even with the other big guys in there. So good. So good off the start.
I wonder whether they've spoken to each other before and said, which side are you going to go on? I'll go on the opposite side, or are they going to try and take each other out? And if they do that, Brodie, it could open up the door for this man.
Yeah, it's hard to know. Hard to know whether they cooperate or not. It's just each man for himself.
There's Joe Clark there watching on. He's normally up there in the final. And Titian Pastrick, he's had to withstand a couple of attacks from his French teammate, but he's lived to fight another day.
Yeah, young Frenchman, 18 into the final. It's impressive.
So the 2 Swiss, Marks and Rora, they are the lean, mean fighting machines. They are so fast. And De Janeiro and Pastrick. Let's see what happens here.
Ooh, Rora just cruising, it seemed.
Maybe,
second.
Or maybe he's decided he's going to do a bit of carnage. So Marks, will they leave him to himself again? Surely not.
No,
surely
I don't think so. I think they'll
follow
take him
him
on.
this time. Surely they'll go to the same side. They won't let him have, because if they leave him to his own devices, the race is gone.
It's a closer race this time.
Oh, they've left him alone.
He's got
Look at
it.
that. He's got it again, Dimitri Marks. You cannot give him that much space, folks. Give him an inch, and look at that behind. They're all over the shop.
It is.
Dimitri Marks in front. The green bib of Rora second, and then De Janeiro. So it's Swiss 1 and 2. But Dimitri Marks, folks, you can't give him that space. He'll blow you away. Look at this. He'll be around this before they even get. Look at that.
I think you're right. They might have spoken.
That is unbelievable.
Oh, they've both done it.
Oh, what's happened to De Janeiro there? He's doing a little pride of Erin with the gate there, and he's gone nowhere. Dimitri Marks has cruised there, and Jan, Rora,
and Marks copy and paste behind each other. Look at that.
Man, look at that. That is seriously Swiss 1 and 2. They are dominating this sport. There's a lesson here for every other team today. If you have not learned your lesson today from watching these races, then you need to go back to prep school, because they gave Dimitri Marks space in the semi-final, and he just said, thank you very much, bye-bye. And then, Brodie, we thought surely not in the final they would do it, and they did it again.
It was very well played by the two of them. It seemed that Rora didn't want to take him on off the start. He just sort of got on the back of his wake and
I reckon they've made a decision to go opposite sides of the course and ride their luck and just hope that. And Tidjan Kastrick, he was just blown away for speed early on there.
Yes.
Let's have a look at this. Oh yeah, look at him. He's got the sort of face that you'd like to invite around for a Sunday lunch. Very, very gentle-looking man, but then he gets on the water. And here they go. So the Swiss go to one side of the course. And as you say, Jan Rohrer not really putting in the hard yards there.
Yeah, I think sort of losing his edge off the start as well, Rohrer. Maybe that had something to do with it.
Dimitri Marks can't believe it. He cannot believe that he's got space again. And Rohrer right behind him. So they're looking after each other there. And meanwhile, on the other side of the course, Giovanni De Gennaro and Tidjan Kastrick, they're just running into each other and getting in each other's way. So yeah, maybe I would have another look at the tactics if I was doing that race, I think.
Yeah, I mean, Marks was not challenged from start to finish today. It's pretty amazing, really.
He hasn't got a scratch on him.
No.
He hasn't got a scratch on his boat.
He hasn't felt a boat against his boat all day.
It's a very, very easy way to make your money.
That's right.
For Dimitri Marks.
Look at this, just quick enough.
Just pointing the boat straight at the face of Tidjan Kastrick, saying, don't come near me.
He backed up a bit, didn't he, old Kastrick?
Don't come near me till I've finished this gate. And Dimitri Marks, yeah, he's saying this is really nice. Should we have some chocolate later? You bet. Swiss 1 and 2. You've got to love that. A real lesson there. Dimitri Marks, he just looks like he's looking around saying, you guys, you've been sold a pup here. I've played you. I've played you. Let's have a listen to what he's got to say after winning that gold medal.
Congratulations, Dimitri. I want to say that looked easy. How do you feel?
It's not as easy as it looked, maybe. It's very exhausting, but it feels amazing.
Yeah, you're happy? What do you feel in the ramp? What were your thoughts during the race?
I was very happy. I had a good start, and then I was pretty much alone. And I was always hoping for my teammate, Jan. And in the end, it worked out perfectly for both of us.
Yeah, that looked really good. Congratulations. Enjoy.
Thank you very much.
That is outrageous. That is outrageous that in a final, you're just thinking about your teammate.
Yeah.
That just goes to show how...
And he said it. He was just alone all the racing.
Yeah, he thought it was a time trial.
That's right.
He's done 6 time trials today, basically.
He has, yeah. And executed them beautifully at that.
He's just, wow, that is unbelievable. What a great race for Dimitri Marks. Hannes Agner, though, at the kayak cross table, he's up the top. Jan Rohrer sitting second. Brodie Crawford, thank you so much for joining us, mate.
Always a pleasure. Thanks, Ross. It was a lot of fun and very exciting, especially the women. Putting on a show today.
Putting on a show.
Unbelievable.
Next week, I'm looking forward to calling you in the final, representing Australia. Thanks for your company today, folks. We're so happy to have been able to bring you all the action from Prague. Our second World Cup will be coming to you next week from Tasin, Ljubljana in Slovenia. Hope you can join us then. Have a great week, everyone. From Prague in the Czech Republic, it's over and out.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. And then you say it in English, the
Again.
same thing. Yeah, but just wait a sec. You're good. Congratulations. How do you feel?
Es war super. Ich bin recht durch, aber es war echt ein geniales Rennen. Es hat mega Spass gemacht. Vor allem auch, dass Jan, mein Teamkollege, zweit ist geworden, macht das Ganze